In this lecture, we will be able to discuss isolation of auxins, types of auxins, mechanism of action, biosynthesis of auxins in the plants, and transport of auxins. So first of all, discussing the isolation and molecular structure of auxins. Isolation and chemical characterization of auxin was first done by the scientists Koegel in 1931 and Thimann in 1935. They isolated a substance from the urine of a pathological Dutch patient and named it as auxin A. Koegel et al. In 1934 further isolated a similar substance from the corn germ oil and named it as auxin B. Subsequently, they isolated another auxin from human urine which was called as heteroauxin and was later on identified as indole 3-acetic acid, and the molecular structure of IAA, that is indole 3-acetic acid, is given in the given figure. Thimann in 1935 isolated auxin from the culture filtrate of the fungus Rhizopus growing in the lab. Recently, it has also been isolated from the coleoptile tips of the plant. So, to date, IAA, that is indole 3-acetic acid, has been detected in many of the plants. Types of auxins. There are major two categories of auxins. First is natural auxins. Natural auxins are naturally occurring auxins present in the plant parts and therefore they are regarded as phytohormones. The best known and universally present natural auxin in the plants is indole 3-acetic acid, also known as IAA. However, plants contain two another similar chemicals that cause same responses as IAA, that is indole 3-acetic acid, and these chemicals are these chemicals are phenylacetic acid and 4-chloroindole acetic acid. IBA, that is indole 3-butyric acid. Synthetic auxins. These are the chemicals which have been synthesized in the laboratories but cause similar responses as the IAA, that is natural auxin indole 3-acetic acid. Therefore, these chemicals are known as synthetic auxins. The synthetic auxins are not treated as phytohormones. Instead, they are considered as plant growth regulators. Some of the examples are IBA, that is indole 3-butyric acid, phenoxyacetic acid, that is PAA, NAA, that is alpha and beta naphthalene acetic acid. Biosynthesis of IAA. Extensive studies have been made in microorganisms and many higher plants which showed that auxins are synthesized basically from an amino acid tryptophan. A possible pathway of auxin biosynthesis is shown in this detailed figure. Detailed studies made in different plants and plant parts indicate at least two separate pathways in the conversion of this amino acid into IAA, that is indole 3-acetic acid. So basically there are two steps which are involved in the synthesis or biosynthesis of IAA. So first step have been discussed in this figure. In this figure, the amino acid tryptophan is decarboxylated, that is the removal of carbon dioxide. In the presence of enzyme tryptophan decarboxylase to become tryptamine. So this is the structure of tryptamine. Now tryptamine undergoes deamination reaction, that is the removal of an amino group in the presence of enzyme amine oxidase to form another compound, that is indole 3-acetaldehyde. Now this indole 3-acetaldehyde is further oxidized in the presence of water to form the compound indole 3-acetic acid, and the reaction is catalyzed in the presence of enzyme indole acetaldehyde dehydrogenase. Another step involved in another pathway is, first of all, the amino acid tryptophan donates its amino group to another alpha keto acid by transamination reaction to become a compound known as indole pyruvic acid, and the reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme tryptophan transaminase. Indole pyruvic acid formed above undergoes decarboxylation reaction in the presence of enzyme indole pyruvate decarboxylase to become indole acetaldehyde. Now this indole acetaldehyde again oxidized to form indole 3-acetic acid in the presence of enzyme indole acetaldehyde dehydrogenase, as we have already discussed it in the pathway 1. Transport of auxins. The usual movement of auxin occurs from stem apex, that is it is synthesized in the meristematic cells of the stem apex, and it from the stem apex it moves towards the downwards, that is the movement is called basipetal, and from root portion or from the root apex it moves upwards towards the shoot, and this movement is known as acropetal movement. Such a movement of auxins is known as polar transport. Although auxin moves both basipetally as well as acropetally, the basipetal movement is comparatively predominant. So auxin transport in plants is characterized by the following important features. The movement of auxin is slow. It moves against the concentration gradient, means it moves from the low concentration towards the high concentration. And the third one is auxin movement is polar, and in most of the cases it requires metabolic energy as it is moving against the concentration gradient, so involvement of ATP must be there in its movement. Therefore the movement of auxin, it is an active process. Mechanism of action. It is a well-known fact that auxin causes elongation of cell mainly by increase in cell size and fresh weight. The increase in fresh weight is mainly due to the water uptake process through endosmosis, and increase in cell volume is mainly due to increase in the area of cell wall. Considering first the extension of cell wall, we must have a correct idea of the components of the primary cell wall and their various properties. So primary cell wall is made up of cellulose, pectic polysaccharides, proteins and other polysaccharide fractions of xyloglucans, arabinogalactans and rhamnogalactourans. The important property of primary cell wall related to its extension is its elasticity and plasticity. So elasticity is defined as reversible extension. In this case, cell wall is stretched under tension and returns back to its original position when we release the tension. On the other hand, the plasticity is an irreversible process. In this case, the cell wall is stretched under tension but doesn't return to its original shape when we release or when we remove the tension. And it has been observed that the cell wall extension is both elastic and plastic. According to the various investigations carried out from time to time, the auxin, that is indole 3-acetic acid, it causes the cell extension first by decreasing the osmotic potential of the cell, second by increasing the permeability of the cell to water, third one inducing synthesis of various enzymes for the synthesis of cell wall components, and fourth one by causing reduction in cell wall pressure. First of all, auxin probably acts at the site of plasma membrane and causes release of some unknown substance. This substance moves into the nucleus where it interacts with the nuclear DNA, and the auxin may also interact with the DNA molecule directly. In any case, the substance or the auxin acts at the site of repressed gene where it releases DNA template or RNA synthesis. The new mRNA then induces the synthesis of one or more enzymes into the cell. These enzymes include cell wall loosening enzymes and the enzymes for rapid respiration. The auxin somehow decreases the pH around the cell wall. In this way, it increases the acidity present around the cell wall. And low pH around the cell wall is caused by the mechanism known as acid growth hypothesis. In this hypothesis, auxin causes plant cell to secrete hydrogen ions into their surrounding primary walls, and the lowering of pH, that is the process of acidification of cell wall, allows the activation of certain cell wall degrading enzymes which were inactive at higher pH. These enzymes break down the non-covalent bonds between cellulose microfibrils and xyloglucan polymers, which is a polysaccharide. It favors the increased plasticity of the cell wall and with the decreased elasticity. Loosening of the cell wall causes decrease in the turgor pressure of the cell. As a result, the water potential of the cell sap becomes negative than the surrounding cells. If the water potential of the cell sap becomes more negative, that is, it is decreasing, the water from the surrounding cells move towards the inside of the cell by the process of endosmosis, resulting in an increase in the volume of the cell. The increase in the cell volume is followed by the modification of cell wall matrix components and addition of new wall materials from the pool. Another important role of auxin is to activate or modify the enzymes required to synthesize the new cell wall material.